Hey guys, welcome back or welcome if you're new. My name is Lauren J, and usually I like to do get ready with me style videos trying new makeup or new to me makeup or makeup I just want to try or just want to play with. Today I have a massive headache and I didn't really feel like playing with my new Juvia's Place palette because it's just really bright and I'm not feeling that, I'm feeling this. So what I want to do is sit down today and review the year in Colourpop, and let's just do a little roasting because I got like I said, I got a headache. I'm hungry. I'm tired. I wanted to sit in my living room because I wanted my narwhal and my Christmas tree in the background. Yes, that is a pumpkin candle because I still haven't given up the ghost on fall, and just wanna roast some Colourpop because they put out a lot, and 2021 was a real busy year for them, and they actually didn't get that much of my money, but I think they got enough. So the way that I did this was I went through their Instagram basically and found the dates when they announced things. So this is not necessarily when it was released, but it's when it was announced, so it's pretty much in order. And I'm not gonna get everything. There's some random like collections on Ulta that I either didn't notice or just, you know, they went out and then they never went to the site or whatever. But basically this is when it was announced to be on the Colourpop site. So there's a lot going on here. Let's get into it. So January 4th was the very first announcement of 2021 releases. And remember when we were all so hopeful for 2021, we were all ready to get vaccinated and we were all ready to start going out into the open again. And it happened for a little while. And then 2021 continued. So January 4th, they announced the Love Struck collection. Remember this? The Love Struck. It's when they introduced the 5 pans and everybody went insane because, oh my God, they're duping Natasha Denona and how can they possibly do that? But yeah, remember this? It's this beautiful nude collection. Yeah. So you have the Amour, the Cherish, the Ballad, the Crush, the Lyric, and they all seem to have at least one pressed glitter. So continuing the theme of pressed glitters, we all asked for no pressed glitters, and yet we kept getting more pressed glitters, even in 5 pans, which apparently are supposed to be more affordable. The formula of the square pans is supposed to be a little bit nicer, but yet they're still putting pressed glitters in them. And neutral palettes, pressed glitters in neutral palettes. Okay, didn't buy any of those, didn't care, boring, moving on. Welcome to 2021. January 6th, they introduced the body milks from Fourth Ray Beauty. These are different from the face milks, which I used to love the face milks, certain scents. Some of them worked for me, some of them didn't. They were fine. They're a little, I don't love the fragrance. It's just a little too fragrance for me. But these are the body milks. They come in these little milk style jars and just put them all over your body, I guess. And there you go. January 8th, we have the Lunar New Year collection, which they do every year. And 2021 was the year of the ox. So I believe they came out with 2 sort of custom 9-pan palettes. They were curated palettes with the 26-inch singles. Yeah, 2 curated 9 pans. One was a little deeper, one was a little more golden. The Lanternfest Super Shock highlighter, so they had this sort of marbled highlighter in the compact that they have. They had lip masks and a shimmering dry oil and a Super Shock highlighter. As an empty palette, I thought it was really cool. It's cute. I didn't buy anything from this collection. Then on January 11th, they released a couple of vaults. No, they released 1 vault on January 11th, the Like Dynamite Cream Gel Color Vault, which is the cream gel colors are the potted ones. And then they also released the Cotton Candy collection, which included the Cloud Spun palette. That was a cute little pink palette, just like a pastel pink palette. I know it had a pressed glitter in it, and It was kind of the sister palette to the On Cloud Blue palette. I have the On Cloud Blue palette. So this is the Cloud Spun palette. Pinky Ready, very comparable to other Pinky Ready palettes that they've put in, except the conceit is that it's a little bit more pastel. I didn't go for it. I do like my On Cloud Blue palette though, so those sort of pastel vibes were good. And you know me, I love a 9-pan, and this was one of the 9 pans in the plastic packaging. January 15th, oh, January 15th, they released the Animal Crossing collection. Everybody went nuts for Animal Crossing. I don't know or have never played, and I'm vaguely familiar with what that is. I don't have a Nintendo, what is it called? Whatever, the thingy. I don't have one of those. They had 4 quads. Again, each one, there were cardboard quads. These were the cardboard quads before they went with the plastic quads. And then I think they did this once before for the Hello Kitty collection. But these each had a pressed glitter in them. There were Super Shocks. Oh, they had lippy tints, those little marker things. 2 powder blushes, which is the square powder blushes. It was a pink and an orange, kind of standard colors. And then there was one glitterly obsessed body glitter thing. Very colorful pastel. I heard some of them were great. I heard some of them were awful. I'm not an Animal Crossing person, so I hope you enjoyed if you picked it up. January 17th is the Melrose Collection that they introduced. Now this first came to Ulta. I don't know if this came to Ulta during the holiday time, but I know it was at Ulta for a while. So it's a 12-pan palette Melrose Collection based on LA streets, and it was a very light and goldeny palette. It was very pretty. I had no interest in it because it was quite boring. They also had a couple of powder blushes in those nice little cardboard compacts. One a little bit more terracotta, one a little bit more mauvey, and then they had some more Luxe glosses, which I've never tried the Luxe glosses. I don't care for them, not interested. A collection that previously existed, but I had no interest. But then this was the first collection they introduced that I was really interested in, and this on January 18th, the next day, was the Wild Child palette. This again was one of their 9-pan palettes. Y'all know I love a 9-pan. So it was their deeper neutral 9-pan palette. So beautiful. They also released 3 Super Shocks and 3 Lippy Sticks and 2 pretty, I think they were called blushes. On me, they'd be more like, yeah, they were both called blushes. On me, they'd be probably be a little bit more bronzy, but I do love like a really nice neutral blush. I have the one on terracotta on today from Kiko. But the whole collection was just so beautiful. Unfortunately, it was in the plastic packaging. I'm trying not to buy the Colourpop 9-pans in the plastic packaging, regardless of color story, because I just want them to move over to something a little bit more sustainable. I do like the plastic packaging because it has the mirror, but they have shown that they can create the 9-pans with a mirror now. They've done that several times now. So I just wish they would just move over to the cardboard packaging with the mirror. So as much as I think that was a beautiful color story, it also had like a pressed glitter in it, which was also sort of a no-go for me. Not that every 9-pan that has a glitter is a no-go for me. I have bought them before, but they've been in the cardboard. So that was just a culmination of things where I was like, nah. Beautiful, beautiful collection. I'm glad that they went with that deeper color story, especially for January, but no, sorry. Then on February 1st, they announced their Valentine's Day collection, which was the 5-pans again. They brought back the 5-pans. There were 3 of those. There were 2 heart blushes, heart-shaped blushes, powder blushes in the heart shape. They brought out a mirror, and they brought out a face stamp, which is a heart face stamp. So lots of heart shaped things in that collection. I mean, it's a Valentine's Day collection, who cares? And then on February 5th, they announced the Make It Black collab. So they partnered with a couple of people in the beauty community, specifically Neon MUA, and I can't remember who. There's another influencer, I don't remember what his name is. But they came out with the Make It Black collab. So it was a 5-pan of colorful shades. I think there were a couple of Lippy Sticks, a few Super Shocks, and then there were a couple of cream gel liners. It was a beautiful collection. I didn't pick up anything from it. I'm not into the 5-pans or the Lippy Sticks. Super Shocks I have. The liners, I might have picked them up. I don't know if they were new colors or just repackaged colors, but those would have been the only thing that I would have been interested in. But great collab, great cause. Then on February 15th, a whole 10 days later, they released 3 new Bff Liquid Liners. Now these are the liquid ones with the felt tip, like a blue, a red, and a yellow Bff liners. Okay. February 19th, 4 days later, they announced the Bambi collab, one of many Disney collabs they would be doing this year. So it was also 5-pan palettes, but these were different 5-pan palettes. These were these sort of Urban Decay style 5-pan palettes. I don't think you can pull them out. Like, I don't think they're magnetic. I'm not sure. They also introduced the new sharpened eyeliners as opposed to the cream gel liners. These are the ones you had to sharpen. They had a poof with like a body shimmer on it. They had lashes, luxe glosses. They were all very springy, all very cute, very nostalgic. Didn't get anything. Not interested. It was, you know, I love Bambi, but they keep messing with the form. Decide on a format, Colourpop. That was all I saw this year, was just Colourpop changing format every single week. 5 pans, but 5 pans in squares, but 5 pans in long pans, and then quads in cardboard, but then quads in plastic, and some of them are removable and some of them aren't, and some of them are bigger, and some of the formulas. Just figure it out. Figure it out, Colourpop. Just figure it out. March 1st, all the way into March, they released the Cheek Dews. The Cheek Dews, 10 shades of the Cheek Dews. I heard nothing good about these Cheek Dews. That's not true. I think I heard some good things from Amanda from Makeup Just for Fun. I know Angelica Nyquist hated them. I am not into, these are a serum blush. They come in a little tube. I'm not into cream blushes. I know cream blushes and serums, I know these were all the rage this year. People just wanted something quick and easy. Dab it on, bop, 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 let's go. I like powder. I like to powder and build up, and I'm not interested in these. So just cream and serum blushes just make me think of old style makeup, and sometimes that's okay, but sometimes it's just like, we have powder. Why do we have powder that you can build up? Why do we need this? But anyway, Cheek Dews. Also, Cheek Dew. Ugh. So I just spent 15 minutes filming that, and I'm only into March, so gonna be a long one. Also, I had to make some tea with honey and ginger in it because my voice is not gonna last very long. So then on March 15th, they announced the Limoncello Collection. Now this, after the Wild Child, was the next collection that I was like, I am interested. I am very interested. So this one was that beautiful Italian style porcelain packaging, not porcelain, but porcelain style packaging. It was the full size pans. I think this was the first time that they did the full size pans for one of their 12 pans. It had like this beautiful cutout mirror. It was, you know, so beautiful. They had the pop of blue, but it was like a pop of like powder blue. They had like some green duochromes. Most of it was kind of yellow, but I've heard nothing but great things about this palette, and a lot of people panned it when it came out. It was like, oh, it's another neutral palette. I just saw that pop of blue in that packaging, and I was like, They also released some blush sticks, some shadow sticks. This was the first time that they released the shadow sticks, and they, I believe, were called shadow sticks. I think they're now called color sticks. They were called shadow sticks, I believe, at the time. They released some luxe glosses. I don't care. They released a body oil, and they did release a brush set. So I did end up picking up the brush set at one point. I have not picked up the palette. I don't know why. I think it's just because I know I'm attracted to that blue color, and I know I have that blue color in my collection. But I do want it at some point. I might pick it up with points or something from Ulta if it's still at Ulta. It's just one of those things where I'm just like, I have these colors. It's a beautiful collection though. It was definitely piqued my interest. And I love the brushes. The brushes in that set are great. I really do like them. On March 22nd, they announced the Lizzie Mcguire collab. I mean, if you're a 90s or early 2000s kid, I mean, I remember seeing it. I was too old for it. But yeah, it was like a nice, cute, neon, springy collection. What did they have with it? It was a whole thing. I think, again, they had the larger pan size with the heavy-duty cardboard packaging and the cutout mirror. They brought back those they brought back the So Juicy glosses and the cute little packaging. I'm not a big fan of those. I know some people are. I've been there, done that. They brought out some Glitterly Obsessed glitter gels. And 2 pressed powder blushes and just the circular pans with the cardboard packaging. It's pretty standard, a pink and a deeper pink, and I think they both had kind of shimmer in them. And then they brought out a lip scrub, which, to be honest, the lippy scrub would have been the only thing I was interested in. I think it was bubblegum flavored or something like that. I like their lippy scrubs, but I was not going to buy a Lizzie Mcguire lippy scrub, so yay. April 12th, they announced the color sticks. So they went, this is the one that was the shadow stick that was introduced in the Limoncello Collection. They introduced a whole separate collection of color sticks, 8 mattes and 8 metallics. They also introduced the Act Natural mascara, which I think, is that the one with the, it had a different kind of brush style. Oh, what was the brush style? Oh, it was sort of that tapered, it was that tapered style of brush, and then it was vegan. So I don't, super soft, defined, fluffy lashes. So that launched along with the color sticks. No, not interested. On April 14th, a mere 2 days later, they announced their quads, the Sweet Life quads. There were 6 of them in neutral shades, and they had clear plastic packaging. I've heard good things about them. I think they're boring. I don't care. April 19th, they announced the Feather Effect Brow Wax. And they also announced the Coming In Hot 5 pans, the multi-chrome 5 pans. There was like an orange one, a green one, a blue one, a purple one. Not interested. April 26th, they announced the Sweet Cheeks Blush Quads. These were the face quads to go with the new eye quads. They were in the plastic packaging. There were 5 of them, all neutral shades with blush in them. Very nice. May 5th, they announced 9 new Super Shot shadows, and the world went meh. May 10th, they announced the Malibu Barbie collab. That perked my interest. However, I didn't get it because it was one of those 12 pans with the square pans, and I don't F with the square pans. So they also brought back finally the Luxe Lipsticks, you know, the bullet lipsticks. Those were cute. They had a hand mirror, they had lashes. It was a really, really cute collection. My era is sort of the Malibu Barbie era. It's the late 70s, early 80s. It was cute. I would have picked up at least one of maybe the Dream House lipstick or something, but I think they came in duos with lippy pencils. They were cute though. I mean, it had that clear pink packaging. Maybe, like I said, maybe I'll pick one up on if I have Ulta points, but I have so many lipsticks right now. I love my Sephora Lip Stories lipsticks, so but I am glad that the Luxe lipsticks are coming back in some of the collections. May 15th, they announced the Soul Body Face and Body Makeup. So just those tubes of body makeup that, you know, the whole Kim Kardashian aesthetic. Very nice. I never tried it, so. May 18th, they announced the So Very Lovely collection. So there was a 12-pan palette. They had, again, the eye pencils with the, it was like kind of 70s theme. They had like macrame and kind of that kind of theme. The eye pencils were again, the ones that they introduced in the Bambi collection, which are the ones that you sharpened. They had some cute Lippy Sticks, and they introduced some Super Shock blushes. It was a cute pinky purpley palette from what I remember. It was fine. May 24th, the Your Golden Mega Palette, because we all needed more Mega Palettes. We were begging for more Mega Palettes. And this one was like neutrals with pops of gold and turquoise. And I think there was even a pressed glitter in it. No. Now this is one of the ones that got me. But only one thing got me. No, June 7th, they announced the Neon Collection. So they were 3 5-pans. These were roundly, soundly panned by the beauty community. They were basically one pop of neon with a whole bunch of neutrals. And then they introduced 3 lip oils. Now I spent my money on one of those lip oils because I freaking love these lip oils from Colourpop. They are one of the best things they've ever released. I use them to death. I'm almost finished like my 3rd or 4th one right now, and I need to open a new one. So I picked up like the orangey one, not on launch. I picked it up with some other stuff, but I did spend money on one of these lip oils. So they did get me with that part of the collection. June 14th, they announced the Hello Kitty Tropical Escape collab, which had, I think, 3 or 4 quads, bright, colorful, pinky, purpley, yellowy things. They had a couple of the stick balms. They introduced the stick balms for the first time. And then they had a couple of powder blushes. Again, I think they were like the standard pink and deeper pink colors. But if you're a Hello Kitty fan, there you go. June 21st, the Lush Life collab. Now this was another one that piqued my interest because it was a 12-pan with just beautiful, deep, bright, summery colors. It really got me. And a lot of people have said that this is their best release of the year. It had deep blues and greens and deep reds, lots of like summery, jewel tone, but make it summer. It was a beautiful, beautiful collection. I hemmed and hawed because I don't know that I need another Colourpop palette. I bought so many last year of the 9 pans, and I just, again, if I have Ulta points and I feel like it, I might pick it up. They also introduced a new collection of cheek dews, so they keep going with the cheek dews. More Luxe glosses. I don't care for the glosses. The cream gel liners. I think I tried to buy one of the cream gel liners. They were pretty colors, like they were yellow, gold, and like a goldeny green color. I think I tried to buy like one of the green ones, but it was out of stock. But I would have, because I do love their cream gel liners. On June 23rd, a mere 2 days later, they announced that the Lust for Dusk 16-pan neutral palette, which started at Ulta, was now available on the Colourpop site. I've heard fine things about it. It's a 16-pan neutral palette. Lust for Dusk. June 28th, new collection, new original collection, not a collab collection. The Cherry Crush. Now this was the 9-pan. It was a cute one. It was in the cardboard packaging. I think it had it didn't have a mirror, but it had a hand mirror with it. It also had these cute little barrettes. That's when they started doing the barrettes this year. A couple of liners, more cheek dews, and they also debuted at the same time the Fresh Kiss lip creams. Were they lip black or which one? The Fresh Kiss, no, the lip stains. These were the Fresh Kiss lip stains that were debuted with this collection. And red shadow is not really my thing, so I passed. I mean, cute little collection. It seemed more appropriate for Valentine's Day, but we saw what their Valentine's Day collection looked like and whatever. July 2nd, something I spent my money on eventually. I probably spent it before July 2nd, actually. This was when the High Tide palette came to the website. So this was a little mini collection. When it came to the website, it had a couple of Super Shocks and a liner duo. I think they introduced that for a couple of their pre-existing 9 pans too, but I had bought the High Tide palette from Ulta. I got it pretty close to when it came out, I think. It's a cute palette. I like it. Again, cardboard 9-pan, beautiful packaging, all aqua, all teal, all turquoise, whatever you want to call it. It's my jam. It's really pretty. On July 8th, they announced the Fresh Kiss Glossy Lip Stain Collection. So there were 9 shades. The ones, I think like 3 or 4 came out with the Cherry Crush collection. So this was more of these shades in different packaging. Well, same style of packaging, just different decals, I guess. Not interested. July 9th, they announced that the Cabana Club collection, which was on Ulta, had finally come to the website. So there was this, you know, sort of neutrally golden-y palette with like a pop of turquoise. There were some liners. I spent money on 2 of the liners because the liners were cute. They're like pink and blue. I think there was a turquoise blue, and I don't know, they were cute colors. There were some blush sticks and some lippy tints. So the Cabana Club collection. So they got some of my money with the liners. I kind of went nuts with Colourpop liners this year. So then 3 days later, on July 12th, they announced the Powerpuff Girls collab. So again, this was the large style pans with the 12 pan and the mirror and the cutout. And I think there were a couple of pressed glitters in it. It was a cute green and pink and blue palette. I love Powerpuff Girls, but they had pressed glitters in it. It wasn't my jam. They had released some of the color sticks, 3 of the color sticks, which had like, they had the villains for the color sticks, which was awesome because I love Mojo Jojo. He's up there somewhere, but I haven't tried them. I'm not interested in color sticks. They released more heart-shaped blushes, not in the heart-shaped compact, but the blush was heart-shaped and the compact was square. I don't know. They also reintroduced the roller glosses, if you're into that. They had a bath balm, which I heard was not that great, but interesting. And then they had a lip mask, and again, some little hair clips. So they're getting into hair, more hair stuff. July 20th, they announced the Ice Cream Bites collection, and this were the quads again. So there were 5 regular sort of pastel-y quads, and then they released 1 quad with all pressed glitters. So they are listening to the people. They're releasing pressed glitters separately this time, but I wasn't interested in these quads. They just looked, I mean, some of them were kind of colorful, but they just look kind of to me. And I'm not really into that clear plastic packaging. With sometimes it is my aesthetic, and with Colourpop it just feels extra cheap because I know they can do better than that. July 27th, they announced 2 vaults of lippy pencils, a collection of nudes and a collection of reds. August 5th, they announced 4 new cheek quads with 2 blushes, a Super Shock highlighter, and a new creamy bronzer formula. So they released 4 of those with different formulas and types of face products. On August 5th, they released 6 all matte eyeshadow quads. August 10th, they announced the Y2k Collection. So again, we're back to the 5 pans. There were 3 5 pans of pastel-y colors, purples and bluey, purple things. Because apparently Y2k is a thing now. Butterfly clips, you know, again with the hair accessories. More of the tube glosses. So the Jelly Much glosses, or the jelly pop, whatever the tube glosses. More lippy tints, Super Shock highlighters in the compacts, Super Shock shadows, and face jewels. Love you some face jewels. I don't love me some face jewels, but apparently people really love them some face jewels because there were a lot of them this year in collections. August 13th, they released the Disney Princess Super Shock Shadow Vault, and I fell asleep. August 17th were mystery boxes, so they had 3 sizes of mystery boxes. I watched some openings of these on YouTube. They seemed kind of meh. A lot of them just had leftover Animal Crossing quads in them. I mean, it seemed like if you didn't have any Colourpop stuff, it was good value for money, but the colors weren't incredibly inspiring. I think you got one single that was like a very neutral color or a pressed glitter. So, fine. August 17th, they also introduced the Astrology Quads. So there were 12 Astrology Quads. You know, trying to get your heartstrings with your, if you're, I'm a Pisces, so obviously I'm going to want the Pisces quad, but I didn't want the Pisces quad because I don't like these style of quads. Like I said, I think they look a little cheap, and they always want to put like a greeny, tealy, like just put a blue. I'm a Pisces, we're fish. Just put a blue one in there. You always have to put the blue in the Aquarius, so just put the blue, just whatever. Didn't pick one up. August 18th, the next day, they introduced the Feather Effect Brow Pen. I've heard different things about whether this is good or not. I don't know. August 24th, they got me. The Tinkerbell collab. 9-pan palette with a mirror. Also, it was the larger size. I think this was the very first larger size 9-pan palette, so the 26-inch as opposed to like the 10, I don't know, it's the small one. But these were the large size pans. They also had those sharpened eye pencils, Super Shock blushes and shadows, and then they had the glossy lip stains, the Fresh Kiss glossy lip stains with pearl. So I did pick up the palette. I had to have it. Peter Pan. I used to watch it at my grandma's all the time, so I know it's problematic. Tinkerbell, I think, is okay. I don't know. It's a cute palette. I mean, it's not my favorite palette. I mean, the shades that looked more purpley online are actually kind of more neutral. The greens are absolutely stunning. I just don't have occasion to wear green a lot, so got that. August 30th, they introduced the It's a Mood palette. People love this palette. It's a mega palette, 35, 30, whatever it is, pan palette. What does this look like? I don't remember what this looks like. I had to take a break for some more tea and to find the It's a Mood palette. I found it! Oh yes, this was the jewel toned palette, kind of the one that everybody assumed took over for the Kathleen Lights collab. So yeah, this was the jewel toned mix of neutrals and deep tones. It's cute. It's a very cute, versatile palette. It can be compared to almost any other palette in the Colourpop oeuvre. I can say it in my head, but I can't say it. The Colourpop repertoire. Yeah, so It's a Mood mega palette. Lots of mega palettes this year. Lots of mega palettes this year. September 9th, they introduced the Fresh Kiss Lip Creams in 12 shades. September 14th, the Plush Like Me collection, which was that 90s collection of 90s nudes. So it was a 12 pan with a cutout mirror. They brought back the Luxe Blur lipsticks. They had some lippy pencils, some blush sticks, and a body powder, one of those Soul Body, I think one of the ones in the compacts. It was a cute little like burgundy themed collection, nudie, reddy, oxblood collection. I don't know. It was cute. Didn't pick anything up. September 19th, they announced Hocus Pocus Round Dose. This time with the square pans. So 12 pan with the square pans. It was kind of that green, orange, and purple Halloween rainbow. They had more lip creams, a Super Shock trio, I think, another face stamp, and a mirror. They had that Binks mirror. I've never seen Hocus Pocus. I know it's a thing. I just no connection to it. They also, for the first time, introduced a candle. People wanted this candle. They bought the whole collection for this candle, and then at the end of the year, they were very disappointed. I have some thoughts about that. I will talk about them later. Suffice it to say, don't buy a $200 collection just to get a candle. If you want to buy a $200 candle, just go to Bergdorf Goodman. Shipping would be faster. Okay. Also, people are criticizing that it's called the Black Flame candle, but it doesn't have a black flame. Why? You know that's a movie thing, right? You know that's a movie thing? It's a movie thing. Black Flame, that's a movie thing. It only happens in the movies. That's what a candle actually looks like. Actually, that was $10 at Target. Don't spend $200 on a collection for a candle. One candle that you don't even know what it smells like. And then you get it and you're mad. Just stop that. More thoughts to come. Oh, September 28th. One more that hit me. I almost got it, but because it was the packaging, I didn't. But it was the Orchid You Not 9-pan and collection. So they had that beautiful purple Orchid You Not palette. So pretty. I've heard so many good things about it. Again, it was in the plastic packaging, so I didn't want to pick it up. I wish they would have put this in the cardboard packaging. They also had some Lippy Sticks. Those are big this year. Lippy Sticks are real big this year for Colourpop. A couple of pressed powder blushes that looked really pretty. Some color sticks, the shadow sticks, and body powder again, one of those soul body in the compact powders. Looked like an absolutely gorgeous collection. Didn't pick anything up. October 5th, another mega palette, the Play It Jewel palette. So this I assumed was going to be their holiday mega palette, but I was wrong. So this was kind of similar to the It's a Mood palette. I think it's just a little bit more jewel toned. They all run together in my mind. I hated the packaging. It was this weird kaleidoscope thing that gave me a headache. I'm not even going to look at it. That was October 5th. October 6th, the next day, they announced the Party Proof eye primers in 3 shades. Haven't tried them, don't care. Maybe I'll try them at some point, who knows. October 10th, they announced that the Sonic Bloom collection, which had showed up at Ulta, was now on the Colourpop website. The Sonic Bloom looks cute, looks pretty, reminds me a lot of the Melrose palette. Basic neutral with a couple of duochromes thrown in, basically. But it's fine. October 11th, the next day, they announced the NBA collab. The collab no one saw coming and everyone had an opinion on. You know, it was cute. I mean, there were 6 9-pans. I love a 9-pan palette. I am not connected to any of the teams, but, you know, whatever. This is cool. They had liners. They had glitterly obsessed pots. They had a couple of clear bags, like clear makeup bags, and some face stickers. I'm not putting stickers on my face, thank you very much. Face accessories worth jewels and face stickers, and I don't get it. Glitterly obsessed, lots of things that you are putting on your face but probably shouldn't be. I'll get it. But the 9-pans were cute. I like the color stories. I just don't have any connection to like the Lakers or the Golden State Warriors or anything. But if you do, that's awesome. Basketball is obviously a thing in America, and I don't know why anyone would be surprised that that would be a thing and that people might like makeup and also the NBA. But whatever. October 12th, the next day, they announced the Level Up Lengthening Mascara. I believe this was the one with the curvy brush thing. October 20th, a 4th Ray release, they announced the Pumpkin Face Polish. I think that showed up at Ulta first. October 22nd, another collection that got me, a monochrome collection, the Lucky Penny collection. This another 9-pan in plastic packaging. Just why? Please just put it in the cardboard. Stop making these plastic ones. I have lots of the plastic ones. I have them. I don't love them as much as I love my cardboard ones. I just get rid of the plastic and give me the cardboard. There were also some blush and light sticks. I mean, I'm mildly interested. Again, I'm not a cream product person, but I think the highlighter sticks are more what I would be interested in. And then they reintroduced the Luxe Velvet Liquid Lipsticks. So I don't know what they're doing. There's the Fresh Kiss, and then there's the Luxe, and then there's the old formula, and I don't really know where they are with their lip products. It's just kind of a grab bag at this point. And then on October 25th, a mere 6 days before Halloween, they announced the Nightmare Before Christmas collab, which everyone went insane for. And this was a cute collection. Look, they had the black light packaging, they had the ornament style packaging for the Luxe lipsticks, and I'm glad they brought the lipsticks back. They brought back Jelly Mutt shadows. I don't know why. Some people love them, whatever. Face crystals and a makeup sponge and so many more things. It was a cute collab. Color Story did not speak to me at all. Again, I'm not like Hocus Pocus. I am not a Nightmare Before Christmas person. I know some people worship that movie. I do not. I don't care. But it was a cute collab. November 3rd, they announced the Of Quartz collection. This one almost got me. This was another 9-pan, and this time again it was with the large pans. So I think this was the first non-collab release of a 9-pan palette with the large 26 centimeter pans. They also had some cream pot liners, some lippy sticks, and then they introduced glitter singles. So they're carrying on with keeping the glitters out of the palette, which is nice. At least giving people the option. I'm not going to buy any of those glitter singles. I don't like their glitter. I don't like pressed glitters, and I especially don't like the Colourpop pressed glitter formula. It's just weird. It gets everywhere. I'm not going to put it anywhere near my eye. November 7th, they got me the Mandalorian Part 2 collection. They released another 9-pan with a mirror Mandalorian palette, and they released 2 lip oils. So you know I had to have that because I love me and my lip oils. I got it, I picked it up. They also had a mirror and a bag. Now I would have picked up the full collection if they would have left out the child palette, if they would have had the option to leave out the child palette. But you only could get the full collection with the child palette, and I already have the child palette, so why would I buy another one? I'm not going to buy the full collection for a palette I already have. But this ended up coming to Ulta, and I picked it up with my Ulta points, so good on me. Technically I spent money on it, but technically it was also free. Whatever you want to call Ulta points. You got to spend money to get them, so whatever. But I got it with my Ulta points, so I was really happy about that. Rewind. November 11th, the Roaring Hearts collection. I think this was another supposedly holiday collection. This was the 10-pan, the long style, the large size pans. They also introduced the Fresh Kiss lip lacquers. So now we've got the stains, the glosses, the stains, the creams, and the lacquers. Stains, creams, and lacquers. So now we have the lip lacquers. They introduced the graphic ink liners, which are basically just those pen, liners. Luster dusts are back. I don't know why luster dusts are back, but they are. More super shocks and a pair of lashes. This was sort of a 1920s inspired, boring, neutral color story. November 16th. The Rudolph, the Red-Nosed Reindeer collab. This one broke my heart. I love it so much, but I have not gotten anything from it because I want it to come to Ulta, and I don't want to buy, I'm trying to buy things from Ulta because it ships so much faster than it does from Colourpop. So I'm kind of hoping within the next week or so, like right before Christmas, this will come to Ulta, and I can just buy it from Ulta, and then Ulta will ship it to me. And I don't care if it gets here before Christmas. I just care that it gets to me like within a week as opposed to like 3 or 4 weeks. But yeah, the Rudolph collab, it had the square pans, it was a neutral with some reds and I think some greens. I don't remember. I'm not interested in the palette. It's boring. But they had the Luxe Lips again in the ornament packaging, like the Nightmare Before Christmas one. More Luxe glosses, a body powder, Humble Bumble Mega Mood Melt. I really want this. Oh, I really hope this comes to Ulta. Oh, I want that. It's like a snowflake with the melty mood melt. You put it in the, oh, I love taking baths with these things. I tried the mood melts last year when they introduced them for the first time, and I liked them. They're cute. There was a lip scrub and mask duo, and then there was those cute little reindeer ear barrettes, which I think you could only get with the collection. I don't know. It was cute, 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 cute collab. Love it. Rudolph's a classic. Rankin Bass. Can't beat it. November 20th, Holiday Vaults. So this was the lead up to Black Friday, where just release after release after release, as opposed to every other time when they have a release after release. Instead of weekly, this was like every other day. So they had Holiday Vaults, they had 5 pans, they had quads, they had color sticks, they had lippy pencils, blah, 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 blah. They had one nude collection, and then they had one red collection, and then they had one colorful collection, and then one matte collection, and who cares? They also had more mood melts, which I will try at some point. And they introduced some lip care duos, so like the balmy, they released them in another collection before, but there was like the stick balms. Then November 24th, they released their annual paw print Super Shock collection. So there's 2 Super Shocks. This one was with Best Friends Animal Society. It used to be with No Kill LA. I don't know if they changed their name or if it's the same one or if they just found a different partner, but it benefits puppies and kitties, and it's cute. I don't need a Super Shock, but cute. November 25th, the next day, they announced the Smoke and Roses Mega Palette. This is the pink and brown Mega Palette. Not my thing. They also announced a brush roll. I've heard it's fine. November 26th, the next day, more mystery boxes. And in this one, you could have gotten one of 3 new Super Shock shadows. That same day, they also announced that the Black Flame candle was coming back in a single form, and it was on sale. So you didn't have to buy the collection, and you could get a certain % off, and people went ballistic. Again, don't spend $200 on a collection makeup you don't want for a candle. I understand if you're mad about the shipping. I understand that. The candle was late. It took a long time to get there. That I get. You're totally right. You are totally, I'm okay with you being mad about that. However, you are not allowed to be mad about spending $200 on a collection for one candle. Again, if you want a $200 candle, go to Bergdorf Goodman. You will get expedited shipping. It will be at your house in 2 days from New York City. Stop complaining about this stupid candle. Stop it. Stop it. You didn't even like the smell once you got it. You were like, oh, this doesn't smell like what I thought it would smell like. It's because you... Moving on. I hope you learned a valuable lesson from this. Moving on. The next day, November 27th, they announced that the Charmed I'm Sure collection was coming to the website. Now, these were the 4 9-pan palettes of neutrally with a little bit of glitter goodness that were first released at Ulta. I was interested in the one called Charm School because it was the yellow and gray one, but ultimately decided nah. There's also Bling Time, Glam Right, excuse me, and Lock It Down. They were all kind of a snooze fest. Disappointing. November 29th, 2 days later, they announced the Astrology Luxe Glosses, 12 Luxe Glosses, none of which I picked up to go with the quads. Same day, they announced the Dream Come True 12-pan collection had finally come to the website from Ulta. So this was the On a Whimsy palette and the Ticket to Dreamland palette, and there was also a brush cup for some reason. But these were the 2 kind of, I think they're the larger size pans. Cute mirror, cute cutout. One's neutral with a pop of teal. One is a little bit deeper, jewel toned, cute, basic, blah. December 7th, the Feel and Bubbly collection. Another 9-pan with the large size pans. Super Shocks, Jelly Muches, Glosses, and Face Crystals. It was a real boring champagne collection. And we have come up to the current release as of December 14th. Now, it is December 18th. They could release anything between now and the end of the year. Who knows? But as far as I know, the last thing that they have actually announced is the Gone Matte Mega Palette. 30-some shades of matte neutrals. And blotted lips. They brought back the blotted lips. I didn't know that the blotted lips were a thing. Well, I love the ultra blotted lips. Those are one of my favorite formulas. Those are the liquefied ones with the whatever. But these are apparently an older blotted lip formula in a stick form. They released 8 of them. Not interested. I like the ultra blotted lips because of the way you can apply them. But whatever. Not interested. So that is the year in Colourpop releases. Colourpop 2021 was a whole lot. And I didn't buy that much, so cool. I bought a lot of stuff in 2020, but not this year. I mean, there were some cute releases. I mean, people complain about the collabs, but collabs are some of the best collections that they do, so I'm not going to complain about it. And they seem to do them, they seem to do them really well. Color story, whether you like the color story or not is subjective, but they seem to do them really well. I just wish they would stick with the format. Like, they're just all over the place. Like, the different palettes that they released this year. 5 pans in squares, but then quads in squares that are slightly bigger, but then 9 pans that are normal but in the plastic packaging with the mirror, but then 9 pans in the cardboard packaging with no mirror, but then special 9 pans in the cardboard packaging with the mirror, but then 9 pans with the larger size pans with no mirror, but they're all apparently priced the same at $14. I don't know what's going on. 12 pans, but 12 pans with the large pans with the mirror, and then 12 pans with the square pans. I just figure it out, Colourpop. Give me something I can rely on. I love your 9-pan format. It's great, but just pick whether you want them to be cardboard, whether you want them to have a mirror. Just like, not everything has to be the same. I'm not saying everything has to be the same. I'm just saying I would love a little bit of consistency. You're just all over the place. You're releasing 500 different lip formulas and 500 different cream gel liner formulas. Some of them are sharpened, some of them you push up, some of them you don't, some of them are in the pot, some of them are, oh God, it's so much. And so look, I enjoy the weekly Colourpop releases. It's fun to guess what they're gonna release next. I don't have to buy everything. I can just look at it and go, well, that's stupid, or that's cute, or that's fun, or that's and I don't have to buy it. I'm fine, but it's fun to see what they release every week. I look forward to their release, and I look forward to being disappointed by their releases or pleasantly surprised by their releases. It's great. I just want more consistency. It's just a grab bag at this point. It's a grab bag, and I can't. I hope that 2022 brings us a little bit more consistency with Colourpop and some more fun color stories. We've already got all the neutrals, Colourpop. Give us some color stories, not just color, not just monochromatic, color stories, the colors that have a story, that tell a tale, that are fun to, look at and play with and think about, and just give me something fun. But anyway, yeah, so Colourpop was a wild ride this year, and mostly fun. I'm not gonna lie, mostly fun. They're entertaining, if not anything else. They're incredibly entertaining. And let me know if you bought Colourpop stuff this year. How much Colourpop stuff did you buy this year? Did you spend half your paycheck on Colourpop, half your salary on Colourpop this year? Did you buy nothing from Colourpop this year? Let me know. I bought plenty. I mean, I bought enough. Certainly not the boatload that I bought last year of 9 pans and just the weird obsession that I have with them. But no, but they're starting to bring some formulas back that I like. They're bringing back the lipsticks, and they're bringing back, I'm hoping with the blotted lips that they'll bring back the ultra blotted lips, because I love those. The lip oils, I love the freaking lip oils so much. And yeah, I'm hoping that at least with all of the plethora of things that they released, that they're bringing back some of the stuff that I like. But, you know, probably not. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, found it funny at least, or just a nice trip down memory lane of Colourpop releases. Anyway, just here to be sarcastic and funny and let loose some steam because, again, headache, hungry, tired. Like, comment, subscribe. Any of those would be great, and all of those would be welcome. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.